Hello, I'm Juju, and today on DJ's Kitchen, we're making an easy and delicious waakye. So let's get started. First, in our saucepan, we're going to measure out 1.5 cup of beans. I'm using the biggest size or the big size beans simply because it takes the least amount of time to cook. I'm going to measure out the amount I need, 1.5 cups. Then I'm going to give the beans a wash. Please take note that 1 cup over here means 250 ml. After giving that a wash, I'm going to put the beans into my saucepan, top it with water, make sure the beans is immersed or submerged in the water. Add some waakye leaves or sorghum leaves if you would. Now the amount of sorghum leaves you would add depends on one, how fresh the sorghum leaves are. If the sorghum leaves are very fresh, you may not need to add that much to get that vibrant red waakye color. And also, it depends on how vibrant or how red you want the waakye to be. If you want it very red, you may have to add more leaves. If you want it not so red, you may have to reduce the amount of leaves. So you get to decide the amount of leaves you add. So after you add leaves, you bring that to a boil. I'm going to boil the beans till it is tender, but not too tender. You don't want to make it too tender that our waakye becomes a bit mushy. Now, how do you know it's at a perfect level? So one trick that helps me know this is to look out for a couple of the beans where the eyes have cracked or where the black parts of the beans seems to crack. If it seems like yes, there are slits in the eyes or the black parts of the beans, you are at the right level. Don't overcook it. Add salt at that particular point. Then go in with 1 cup of rice. Now, this portion can be tricky, so please take note. Before adding the rice, you would notice that the beans at this point were not fully submerged in the water. Some of the water had evaporated, some of the beans were exposed. And even with now that I've added the rice, you can still see that some of the beans are exposed. I'm not going to add any more water. I'm just going to remove the waakye leaves at this point, and I'll lower the flame and allow it to cook. Now, if you realize that when your beans is at the right tenderness, it seems your beans is, it doesn't seem, it is. If you realize that your beans has been cooked to the right tenderness and your beans is still submerged in so much water, please take out some of the water. Then you add your rice and your salt. Allow it to cook. If it cooks and it seems that the rice is still hard, not that tender, you can always add some amount of the water. But if there is too much water, it is difficult to take that out. So please take note of this carefully when you want to make waakye. That part can either make or break you. So having said that, we're going to allow our waakye to cook. So we're just going to cover it, allow it to cook for about 30 minutes on low flame. After, we're going to get our waakye. At this point, my phone overheated, so it cut the video. So I couldn't get a footage of me taking the rice from the saucepan. But you can still see the rice and the waakye in the bowl looking very beautiful. Now enjoy it with stew. You can enjoy it with stew or shito. That is it. Thank you so much for watching.